Hello everyone, it's Justice, and I'm going to be flipping through my insert number 43, which is my July insert. This is more of a planner for me than a journal, but I do have some little journaling elements, mainly to decoration, that kind of goes into this. I've decorated the cover. I don't typically decorate the covers nearly as much as I did for this one, but I felt really inspired and I had got some goodies in the mail from pen pals and I wanted to put them to good use. Here we enter, I did put in a little Twin Stars piece of paper, again from another pen pal, and made a little July calendar. Didn't use it at all, but it's there. Here we have a tracker and some things I wanted to kind of note for the month of July. I fell off the tracker about 3/5 of the way into the month, and honestly, even at this week, I kind of had to backfill because I didn't really want to fill them in. It became a chore, and not because it was like, oh, I don't want to track my habits, but I was having to backfill on my planner days the day after because I couldn't have the time in the night. And so we kind of ended up here. Some media consumed. I go through these phases, and for July, it was King of the Hill. And I can't explain, but I did that, and I watched a lot of Animal Crossing villager hunt videos. I did a few watercolor commissions, some jar commissions, some songs that I liked for the month. Lady Gaga's new album, of course, so Replay and 911 were some of my favorites. Friday Night Basement by Yamei Online, and Contando Lunares by Don Patricio. Those were super nice. And now we go into some weeklies. Okay, girl, we're back. I had the little 20% battery life thing pop up on my screen, so I had to adjust that. But first week, I kind of like setting it up like the actual Traveler's Notebook inserts. Like, I love their weekly inserts where it's the week here and then whatever you want on this side. But what I don't like is that those weekly inserts don't include any daily pages. And for me, my brain works best whenever they're all in one book so that I don't have to compartmentalize my day versus my week, since they're all in the same realm in my head. Like, for weeks, I usually do broad scheduling type things, and for my dailies, I do details. And so if for some reason they're in separate books, I don't tend to think about them. And so what happens is I focus on the daily and never refer back to the week. So I like them all in one book, so I essentially just recreate the format that already exists that you can pre-buy, just not in the same book. So work schedule, the days, any appointments or notable things that are happening on those days so I don't forget. Groceries, things that need to be done in that week. The next week, I've also started writing down my calorie count. That way I can do like a weekly average to kind of help me lose weight and get to a healthier weight. I have my little baby cats here. Me and my fiance each had a cat. I don't know if you've heard the story, but Mr. Whitaker Wigglebottom came with me. And then after me and my fiance got together, we got Miss Lulu Lemon Drops on Christmas Eve. And so now they're BFFs and they just have a good time. I'm not sure if this was written during this week, but this was written while I was listening to a Animal Crossing commentator talk about the scuba diving and getting clams. And they were just like, oh, well, I love a good clam. And that's how that ended up there. Moving on to the next week, we have the same format on this side, same format on this side. I have been having some digestive problems, so I'm going to cut out dairy. There's a cake I decorated. Here we're getting towards my last week's working as an actual Publix decorator. You can see this is my very last day. This was a little cake that I made, and we made a little fondant rainbow for the very top. And now we move to dailies. So with my dailies, I generally format it to where it's a day per page or 1 day per 2 pages. Every so often it does vary though, where if I have a very stressful day, it's just like this big, and so I'll fit another day here. And so I like to write down everything I eat, any tasks that I have, and then decorate. And so I'm just going to flip through while you enjoy some music. Okay, well, that is the flip through of my July planner, and stay tuned for my August one, or if I happen to put out a video before then, because right now I'm running on one video a month. You guys have a great one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I've recently gotten a few new subscribers, so hello, welcome. I really appreciate having you here, and have a good day. Bye-bye.